Thank you all for joining us. With me here is Dr. Samoei, Justus Samoei from Eldoret. We are going to talk about the South Sudan medical mission, in which Dr. Samoei was the lead doctor, lead volunteer doctor. So Dr. Samoei, give us a little bit of your background, the work that you do.
Okay, thank you very much, Jacob. As you have heard, Justus Samoei, and of great, I'm a doctor at Real Hospital in Eldoret. I have served there for now 5 years. So for the great part of what we have been doing, first, if I say about the background, I was born in Uasin Gishu County in Kenya, that's Rift Valley, and we had a great, from the beginning, I studied in primary school, called Tirate Primary School. I went to Foresto High School. I went to Kisumu Medical Training College, where I studied clinical medicine and surgery. And I qualified and went to my internship, and I qualified and I got my license in 2016. That is on March. So from that time, I joined, first before I joined Real Hospital, I went to a medical facility, a small clinic, where we did one or two things in terms of starting a clinic. And shortly, I got a chance to join Real Hospital. I've been serving there. It's a very busy hospital. We are seeing more than 40 to 80 clients per day each. And from that point, the journey started when I heard about South Sudan. There's a time in early December, there's a guy called John. He came as my client for treatment. After serving him, he was very happy about the service I gave him. He was very thankful and even promised to get my number so that even he can send me a Christmas present. I was very grateful about it. And that's when now the journey started. We started communicating. We became friends. God brought us together slowly by slowly. And now it is a time he told me there's more we can talk. And there are people in South Sudan who needs help. And he told me, God is calling on you. And there's a lot people are suffering in South Sudan. There's no anything, medical facility. How can you see? I was very happy about it because for me, I was praying that I get somewhere 12 people, and that was what I usually pray for it. So it was an opportunity to serve God in a way God has placed me. So I agreed, and that was where now the preparation for the mission to South Sudan started.
Tell us, how did you prepare for the mission?
Okay, the preparation for the mission was very great. And first, we started by meeting you, Jacob, with John and me. We talked much on one or two things. And of that great, we discussed on the journey and the need to go to South Sudan. So more preparations were done with you and Mark, Pastor Mark in South Sudan. We came and met in Queen's Garden. We talked a lot about going that place. And you gave me the opportunity to start preparing every medical supplies that are needed to that place. It was so great that we were able to prepare for South Sudan.
Oh, great. So the preparations are done, the decision has already been made, and now you're going to South Sudan. What were your expectations on the journey and getting there? What did you expect to find?
South Sudan is a neighbor country to Kenya. And I was expecting to find a country more like Kenya. People staying in like us, people are living like us. So that was my expectations.
Okay. You'll tell us about what you found a little later, but right now, can you tell us a little bit just about the journey? How did you get from your station in Eldoret to South Sudan?
South Sudan.
Yes.
Okay, after great preparation through the WhatsApp group that we had prepared, the plane from Eldoret with the team, with Jacob and the team were coming. They were to land at Eldoret International Airport at about 7:30. That was the landing time of the plane. So that's the time now we was expected to be there. So before that, in the morning, I rushed to Eldoret to get some supplies that I had not gotten the previous day. And then I got a car. I prepared myself here with my wife Jacqueline, where we set everything placed, and we get a car to the airport. So that's now when we meet Jacob and the team. In fact, it was very great. These other team members like Josh and also Amiel, and the pastor from Sitam. All of them were there. So we met at the journey. The pilot was very cooperative on that part, where he prayed for us and said the journey was pumpy. Yeah, that's where I got. And in fact, it was pumpy because I had a lot of tensing when we were on the way. So the journey started, and we took off almost 10 from Eldoret International Airport. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, great. So now you leave Eldoret, get to
Lokchogio through airplane, and in Lokchogio is where, when we just landed, we met Pastor Mark already with another car, 2 cars already, and the other car took our luggages. We had to take the car, and he took us to a restaurant for some food.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when now we prepared and started our journey back to Nadapal, where we cleared by the authorities before we set our foot to South Sudan.